All right, my beautiful Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I'm going to be doing readings for Pisces. 2 readings today. Today we're going to look at our blocks. The blocks for the week, blocks for our lives, whatever applies to you. Whenever you're here, this is when you are meant to hear it. I don't say that very often, but I'm guessing that somewhere in the future somebody's going to need to hear that. Unknown territory, you're exactly where you need to be. We've been talking about the fog and not being able to see, and there seems to be a storm here. It's a little misty, probably from the snow. Right now, all the cards keep pointing at you may not have a clear, directed sight of exactly everything you feel you need to see. But they're asking you to trust your intuition. They're asking you to trust so much more. I'm going to point something out that I noticed with the rest of the cards for the week. This is chaos and conflict. And it said I didn't know what animal this is, but I'm thinking that these may be cracks. It looks like some kind of horse. You're turning from a horse into the zebra that you're supposed to be. Going to your natural state of being, Pisces, which is you. Your natural form, who you are meant to be. And all of this is coming forward, all this chaos, all of this uncertainty is to help further your journey forward to where you need to be and who you are meant to become. The rest of the cards for the week, I was looking and I saw the last card as a change in the wind. This is going to be on Saturday. Look at, just out of, look at that zebra. It is now fully a zebra. And what does it have? It's got this tower with this compass at the top. This has got I know you guys will know the word for this. It's the one that keeps track of the direction of the wind, okay? For the life of me, I don't know I know there is a name for it. What's it called? It goes round and round top of houses. It keeps the direction of the wind. So that's the definition of whatever this is. The thing about it is that you have this with you. Okay? You have this. You are now carrying this. You've replaced this whatever covering that wasn't yours into something that now you are fully yourself. But not only that, you have this guidance system attached to you that knows exactly where you're going. Okay, so I want you to remember that. This is your intuition. Okay? I think I remember the word in French. Maybe. It's not important. I guess they don't. It's not even coming to me. It's not even close to my mind. You guys can let me know in the comments. I'm sure some of you will go, I know what that is. Okay. So, unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. We're going to look at these cards today in both the readings. I'm going to focus on this one right now. And we're going to take a look. You're exactly where you need to be, even if you're not consciously aware of it. Even if you don't have all the answers, keep going forward with your heart open. If you can't see clearly ahead and don't know where you're headed, keep moving forward. Do what feels right, even if your brain doesn't agree. Your heart always knows. Instead of dismay because you're in unknown territory, celebrate that you're expanding and growing in leaps and bounds. Sometimes the traveler feels lost, a lack of confidence or sense of being in unknown territory. It can seem that others know more or are more qualified. However, it can be this very feeling of not knowing. And again, yesterday was deep knowing, and we were talking about not knowing, and there it is again. Not knowing. That allows one to step outside the bounds of convention and reach beyond the parameters of self that have been imposed by family, friends, society, and religion. It can be a very good thing. It can help you find yourself. Cherish those moments of not knowing. It's often during those times that the greatest revelations occur. Trust that all is well. You are where you should be. That's exactly it. Okay, so in my travels, a couple weeks ago, I went to visit this very old church. And I bought this. It had I'm not going to talk too much about it because this is not a history lesson of that church. But there was this one religious lady who was very influential in everything that she did. And a lot of that was giving education to all children, and not forcing education, just offering education and help and food and clothes to children. Okay, in the time that she was long, million years ago. It feels like, you know, she was born in the 1620 or something, and she was very limited by the fact that she was a woman, but she went into religion knowing that she could do a lot more. It would put her in a much bigger place of authority to be able to help, because at the time religion was, you know, people looked up to religious people. So she gave herself a position of power and then used it to help the world. So the whole point to that is sometimes you're stuck. Sometimes you don't feel like, you don't know how you can help. But she found her way, she found her truth, and she was also revered later on for all the help that she gave in the way that she could, okay? She knew that education and giving people knowledge would empower them to become more, and she went after the children to make sure that they had that education so that they could empower themselves. Sometimes you feel probably like you don't know where you're going, that you probably don't know if you're going to get there, and I'm sure she felt that many times. And even though I am not a religious person, I really loved hearing her story because I could see the human spirit in her. She used what she could to help the world, and I think that you can't forget that. You can't forget that, okay? All right. So, let's see. I'm surprised. I didn't think I was going to talk about my visit there, but I was inspired by this beautiful lady. There's so much bad in the world, and there's so much focus on the negative of everything. It's nice to see when somebody has a beautiful heart and figures out a way of getting to where they need to do, and how they're going to get there. Okay. I love the universe coming in right now, because I feel that it's saying the universe is a big, broad place, okay? There's room for everything, first of all. And the phoenix rises into joyful abundance. And this is going to come in because joy and delight is coming in later on in the week in your magic. So it's, yeah. Let's just read. Let's just read what they have to say. They always have such great things to add here. And the universe. It's number 1. It's beautiful. We start in the beginning. I almost feel like it's saying we had like the judgment and then the world, and now we're starting with 1. And it's the back of the book, so it's a good one. It's a good one, Pisces. Attributes: all, oneness, source, divine destiny, evolutionary love, laughter. And this is what I felt. I felt because I was talking about my story and this card came out. It's saying it doesn't matter if it comes from religion or oppression or anything. As long as you find a way to help. We get stuck in putting things in boxes. And I think, you know, it doesn't really matter where it comes from. As long as the intention is good and that people are helping each other, what does it matter what category it comes from, okay? And I feel that that's what this card came in. All, oneness, source, divine, destiny, evolutionary love, laughter. The universe is designed to evolve all life through love, light, and a lot of laughter. The universe is a source of all, the fullness of everything, out of the seeming null of nothing. The universe is all-knowing, but with an elevated view. Trust there is perfect order within anything and everything you are experiencing from this limited aspect. Exactly. We're so limited here where we are, but there's such a bigger thing going on. The universe has a hilarious sense of humor to make sure you don't take life too seriously, because it's only life after all. Okay? Gorgeous. And you have 25 here, which is the Phoenix. Let me see. The Phoenix rises into joyful abundance. So that's transformation. The Phoenix, right? Out of the ashes comes abundance. It's time to surrender your former smallness to your destiny of greatness. Okay, so twice they're talking about how small we see things in comparison to what is actually there. So remember that, okay? Especially when it comes with this card here, which is unknown territory. If you take into consideration everything you don't know, that's probably a lot. A lot. Okay, we like to think, oh, I know a lot. But compared to this, we don't know very much. So a lot of the times we have to do what we can to move forward. Okay? Are you ready to fully step forward into the total transformation of your business, your life, and your legacy, knowing you won't be the same again? It's a scary thought, because our identities are so closely aligned to who we think we are with our existing business or previous accomplishments. But all of that is just R&D for what lies ahead. It's not about starting over. It's about taking everything you developed, built, researched, succeeded with, failed at, intuited, struggled through, and overcome. Every relationship you've nurtured. Every network connection made, goodwill cultivated, reputation built, skill developed. It's all brought you right here, right now to this moment. And I was talking about that yesterday with the Judgment card. So everything that you've done, it's given you all the tools you need, right? And like a phoenix rising, your emergence into joyful abundance is inevitable. Okay. Okay, maybe you guys can tell me what an R&D list. Make an R&D list of all your skills, lessons learned, failure, successes, key relationships, and discoveries. I'll leave it at that. You guys have a lot to write in the comment section today. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to pull some tarot, even better. I'm going to do what I'm good at, and you're going to do what you're good at. And you know what you're good at. You may feel it's unknown territory, Pisces, but you know a lot about who you are and how you are doing it. Okay? Okay. Let's see here. Page of Cups. Who you really are. Your natural form. Returning to your natural form. Remember what we were talking about? Page of Cups for me, especially in reading for Pisces, we're talking about, here's that transformation. There's the Death card. Clarity, the Sun. The Chariot came out yesterday too. Big cards. Page of Cups for me is a big card in this deck because for Pisces readings, it is who Pisces is. Okay? The Dreamer, the Optimist, the one who learns. Take a drink. And then you have Transformation, clarity, and taking movement forward. The rest are all major arcanas. They're big moves in your life here, Pisces. Big, big moves. 3 Cups, reconnection. The big 3. Okay. The Queen of Swords. She's been showing up in the other deck, and she has flags, red and yellow, telling you. You don't have to stop. You just have to be cautious. The Hermit, going inwards. We do that all the time. The Hermit is an inward journey guided by your inner light. Introspection, wisdom, self-reflection, contemplation. Strength card coming out again. A Wheel of Fortune has been coming out a lot. Nine of Swords. Since we are at a day of block, I feel that this, if you look at all of these, this is like a powerhouse tarot read. Right up until here. And what is this? The human brain. The smallness of what they're telling you. Don't let the smallness of who you think you are stop you from all of this greatness, because this is absolute greatness. All of this transformation, clarity, taking the reins, going. The Three of Cups, reconnected to all those things that matter, your natural form. The Queen of Swords, she looks badass, doesn't she? Look at that. She's like taking charge. Has been hurt previously, but has a lot of wisdom and knows a lot. Great, strong, strength of character, very independent and intelligent, truthful, a clear communicator, very self-aware. You have the Hermit, who's got that inward stuff going, that intuition, that knowing who you are and where you're going. And with that courage, you can make anything happen if you don't let your monkey mind take over. If you let the changes happen. I can tell you, I have been watching. You know, I'm going to tell you something. I've been observing changes within myself. I put myself in situations now and see how I have changed, how I react to things. Going on this little mini trip that I went with my husband, I had been to a place that I had been before. But I reacted so very differently than before. It was like putting the same person with the same situation in the same place, but somehow everything had changed. And the greatest thing I could do is to observe how it had changed and be pleasantly and happily surprised that even the things that I couldn't control or just gave to the universe, I can't do anything about it now. I'm just going to lend that to the universe, and I'm not going to let it make me feel bad, make me feel small, make me feel alienated. I'm just going to take it all in. I'm going to take in the lesson. I'm going to take in where I can improve, where I have improved, and how much better this feels. And I want you to do the same. I want you to take it easy on yourself. You're not going to be able to run into things again because you're not the same person. You're going to feel a little off kilter. You're going to want to go back to the person you were and realize there's nowhere to go to. That person doesn't exist anymore. You're going to be in the situation and you're going to have to deal with the newness of how you are and how you're dealing with it. Some of it's going to show you ugly truths, and some of it's going to show you beautiful expansion. Either way, you have to let it happen because it's turning you into who you are meant to be. Yeah, that needed to be said right here, Pisces. That needed to be put right there. I am learning, but I'm also a conduit so that I can share with you the things that come in, the things that you're going to be feeling, because it might be very different than when you thought. You know, you make a change and you think you're going to go out in the world and everything's going to be roses, but suddenly you go out in the world and it's not exactly roses, but it's not exactly crap. It's just very different. It's unknown, but you're exactly where you need to be. Okay? All right, Pisces, I'm going to let you go with this. We're going to come back and we're going to look at Chaos and Conflict card. Can't wait. Love this card. Always did. Always will. Think forever. This is you changing, if you haven't done so already. But things are moving a lot faster than you know. Trust me. Trust me. They are. It's just very different. You're different. Everything is different. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings. Take care of yourself, Pisces. See you later.